With the masking program in place, disrupting the system through chaos will give it time to work.
Oh man, do I really have to go?
God. Okay. Oh. God.
I'm probably gonna be...
You are closer to completing all objectives in the simulation. Return to me.
Alright, Sid, here's the deal.
You need me to ravage you.
Maybe?
Don't worry. I'm fully equipped to pleasure you. This was made especially to reward you. Now I need you to continue by stabilizing one of my rifts. Doing so will aid in earning you more bragging rights. And will get you a reward.
At least you're direct.
The Zin have set up large firewall towers to keep me from disrupting their systems. They must be destroyed. I have created logic bombs which can be thrown at the firewalls using your telekinesis in order to bring them down. However, the Zin have their own bombs which you should watch out for. Be mindful that specific colors should be matched for maximum effect against the towers. You will need better control than that.
Oh, we're done. Do whatever.
Still.
Righto.
To succeed. Gotta wait for another question to be. Is that the best you can do? You intend to do. You need better control than that.
I don't know what you're supposed to be doing.
It is important to succeed.
Fuck you. Yeah.
I am glad it is not me in there. You will be better control than that. There must be a better way.
Let's see it.
It is you succeed. going. You need a better control than that. Are you finding this difficult? There must be a better way. If I begin cheering, will it help? Pick yourself up and keep going. Skill. Begin cheering. Will it help? Is that the best you can do?
It's coming up.
There must be a better way. Another person to do this. Me in there. If you succeed. Will it help? The rift will now remain open, though not at full capacity.
Stuck? Okay.
With the masking program in place, disrupting the system through chaos will give it time to work.
Alright, over there.
Welcome, Genki enthusiasts, to the third and final match of Mind Over Murder! So far, the Saints head honcho and former leader of the free world has been racking up wins in our latest event. How do you think it'll go today, Bobby?
Given this player's previous performances, I can only expect a great show and a big W in the win column, Zach.
I have to agree, Bobby. It seems there's nothing this contestant can't do, including outshining Zinniac's own people with her own powers.
Careful what you say there, Zach. Remember what happened to us both after your breakdown at the end of the last show.
Oh, well, the Wardens have very big hands, Bobby.
Yes, they do. I'm just glad to be able to sit down comfortably again.
Oh, I hear ya.
Well, like my 8th grade gym teacher used to say, the probe is no joke.
Oh, you said that one. I hope our contestant is doing better than I am right now. Seeing the president in action here reminds me of the tales about the king.
I was thinking the same thing, Zach. If only we had been around to see those matches firsthand.
Now, for those at home who haven't heard the stories, what do they need to know now?
This was decades ago. Zinniac had conquered a planet of warriors. Much like our contestant, one of them stood above the rest and challenged Zinniac himself. Zinniac threw everything he had at the man, but the king just did not stop. Eventually, Zinniac managed to rip the king's mind from his body and bury it deep within his own simulation. Ever since, the king has been looking to escape and get his revenge against our most benevolent overlord.
Well, let's hope we never see him again, huh, Bobby?
Oh, the king has probably driven himself insane by now. Can you imagine being locked away for so many years with just yourself to talk to?
I've had that dream, Bobby. It's cold and it's dark. And it's lonely, so lonely.
Oh, there, Zach. Come on now. You're never going to be alone.
Lonely.
Not while I'm around. Come here, buddy.
Lonely, so cold, I can't deal with it. Smashing performance by the contestant so far.
Smashing? I don't think I've heard you use that before.
Well, I'm trying something new, Bobby. What do you think?
You know, I've always wanted an occasion to use jolly good.
Oh, hello there, little British, are you? That's a classic right there.
Hard to pull off with an American accent, though. Like trying to use bloody.
And arse. What is up with Americans using arse?
Yeah, arse never works. But I know people who use it all the time. I don't get it.
Well, some things are just mysteries, Bobby. Bobby, have you seen the professor around much?
Not since the mass abduction and obliteration of the Earth, Zach.
I can't help but think he's watching over us from wherever he is, like a guardian angel.
A sick, sadistic, cat-headed guardian angel.
Or maybe he's hiding in the shadows with a baseball bat and a hand grenade just waiting for an opportunity to bash someone's head in and make them go boom.
A much more likely scenario, Zach.
What folks tune into this event for.
Absolutely. That and your stellar...
Yeah, okay.
To think about things.
Jesus Christ.
Absolutely ours, Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it, dude. Got it. Oh, that. Well, it's not. Idiot. Can't fucking see it. Fuck you. Fuck! Fuck! That walk off. God damn it. Yeah, I did. This time I did. Fuck.
Used in that? This ain't bad.
Three glorious bouts and a fine end to Professor Genki's Mind Over Murder!
Zach and I would like to thank Zinyak for his continued support of the show and for sparing our lives so we may continue to exalt his most highest glory. Good night, everybody.
Okay.
This bullshit's dirt.
Soon you will be able to say you have done all my tasks for me. After you come talk to me again, that is. You have done well. Now I will no longer be the cause of you not completing all the tasks available for you to do. Here is your immediate reward as well.
Pleasure doing business. I think.
I was shocked when the boss picked you to be the vice president, but you ended up working out.
That's only vaguely insulting.
Look, you sound just like Julius Little. Putting a guy who betrayed you in the number 2 slot seems like a great way to get killed.
I'm nothing like Julius.
Kinsey, we're ready.
I'm sending Sid the jailbreak.
Any last advice?
When you're inside Matt's virtual oubliette, there's a decent chance that I'll be focusing on interfacing with the intrusion countermeasures, so pay attention to the console commands.
Any last advice I'll understand?
Don't get killed.
Gotcha. Matt Miller, the self-proclaimed hacker guard, ran all the cyber-terrorism for the Syndicate back in Steelport. Now he's Alpha's right-hand man at MI6. I just hope we can trust him like she does. So you give me a gun, or am I saving Matt with polite conversation?
Well, you don't have superpowers either.
Oh, great. Now there's a bunch of nonsense on the screen.
It's the command prompt. Just give me a second.
Here we go again.
Damn it! The camera's screwed up. You'll just have to deal with it.
Nothing I can't handle, sugar. You gonna give me a hand or what?
I'm trying, but I'm not used to the code they're using. Give me a second. Could it be as simple as 3D? Oops, sorry. Finger slipped. There should be 3 data towers controlling the security to Matt's prison.
Nothing fancy. Just blow 'em up, right?
Well, I wouldn't want you to go outside your comfort zone.
I must say, I am amused at this attempt to save a man who tried to kill you once.
What's a little attempted murder between friends?
All the same, what is it you hope to accomplish? Mr. Miller is beyond your help.
Sweetie, you should know by now. No one ever tells me what I can or can't do.
Very well. Your futile attempts do entertain me, after all.
Destroying the tower should destroy the tanks with it.
Miss Kensington is rather astute for a human.
Yeah, well, big towers controlling security on a linear path. Not very creative for your superior intelligence.
Touche.
That's 2. 1 more to go.
Thanks a lot, Kinsey.
For what?
For this not being a calamity like last time.
God, are you still mad about that? I said I was sorry.
Honey, it's not like you ate the last lemon cake. Last time we were here, you turned me into a fucking toilet. Take the thank you and be done with it. Last time we were down in no time.
Oh, I don't think it should be that easy for you.
He's made the tower invulnerable. Hey, hang on, I'll find a workaround. Wait, let me try something.
That can't be good.
Clear the bike, too.
Yet again, I am impressed by Miss Kensington. Though this attempt is as futile as the life of most humans.
Oh, look, an alien with a superiority complex. Surprising.
Though this sentiment comes from more than just the Zin, my dear. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying.
Honey, you took a whole lot.
It's a quote from Macbeth.
No one cares.
You're coming up on Matt's prison.
Kenzie, have an idea what I should be expecting?
Chances are it's not a standard behind bars sort of prison. You'll just have to wing it.
Good joke. What's the plan?
Oh, and since I can't see what's going on in there, doubt I'll be able to help you either.
Wait, you're serious?
Yeah.
Before you, I place a choice. Walk through the blue door and continue to face yet more failures at saving those closest to you. Your race will live on borrowed time and will, through your violent arrogance, wind up extinct. Walk through the red door, however, and I will release the humans whom I have collected. I will give them amnesty and even a ship from my fleet to do with as they see fit. However, in choosing this door, you will willingly submit yourself to execution. This is the moment where you can prove to be the savior of humanity, or its absolute destroyer. This is your life as it led you to this point. All your past violence, crimes, and losses on display to remind you of one simple fact. Regardless of what I have done to your world, you were its greatest threat. The evidence is irrefutable. How many have died because you decided that driving on the sidewalk is faster than the road? Because you used a rocket in place of a bullet? Because you wouldn't submit to my rule? In the end, you only hurt those you are trying to protect. In the end, there is only one truth. The human race would be much safer without you in it.
Good choice.
Trapped in technology he doesn't understand, in a cyber world he can't control.
It's okay, Matt. You'll be out soon.
Without Miss Kensington, very doubtful.
Text the picture, huh?
Behold my empire.
A rock and a gas giant?
This is but a glimpse of what I have conquered. Ah, yes. I'm quite proud of this one.
I give up. What is it?
Terror, as personified by your literary culture.
A dead pirate with a black parrot?
It's a raven.
Why does a pirate have a raven? Is this the island that pirate came from?
Must you continue to display your plebeian intelligence?
Don't you get all upset because your story doesn't make a damn bit of sense.
I tire of this. Deal with her on your own. Ta-ta.
Wait, what are you... Oh, hell. Oh, cute loincloth.
What are you, both?
Matt, I hope you're ready to see the real world.
I don't like the idea of us sitting around. Shouldn't we be picking up Matt? The kid could be in trouble.
Keith, you gotta relax. The guy's an MI6 agent, for God's sake. He can take care of himself.
You needed help getting out, and you're the commander-in-chief.
That's a really good point. Why didn't we think of this earlier?
Oh, I did. I'm just not a big fan of Matt.
Kinsey!
Come on! Can't I get some payback? Got a little lost, big deal.
Or he got a little dead. Who knows?
Oh, he's fine. He's probably having the time of his life exploring Zinyak's ship.